Welcome back to Quad V, guys. We're bringing you guys live coverage from Epic.EIGHT, the Thermaltake eSports Call of Duty 4 tournament. I myself, Menace, here. Next to me I have Ozo. Ozo, how's it going?
Yeah, it's not going too bad, mate. Not going too bad. Pretty good event so far, so looking forward to this game especially.
But now we are going to be covering TCM versus Frag Masters. They are going to be going live with the 9th round, so we'll jump straight into the matchup, and we shall be seeing who's going to be picking what sides on Strike for the start here. Now, what's your expectations for Strike?
Well,
attack, defense, who do you think wants it?
I'd imagine TCM will go for defense straight away. That's just my
gut feeling.
Simply because, mainly just because Jermaine just loves sitting in a corner and not peeking ever, and everybody will just rush him and he'll just mop the floor, really. So
we do know they are pretty good for that, and it looks like TCM will be on defense. Frag Masters will be taking that attacking side. Quick little roster rundown for Frag Masters. We have Vey, Minxka, Soaker, Peter, Blazy, and then for the TCM side we have Lubishmir, Jermaine, Froster, Hectic, and Paradox. I'm pretty sure everyone knows Paradox. Or will they be changing teams? Actually, it looks like they are changing teams. Alright, so Frag Masters, a false sense of security, and they shall be changing sides for a moment as we wait it out. Now, who do you think is going to be the ones to watch out for in this matchup?
Well, just been to a couple of the guys out on the floor who are actually still playing. They've all been telling me that Vey's been having a pretty good tournament so far, so I'd imagine it'll be in for the Frag Master side. And also, I think it might be Peter and Soaker a bit. The two Jermaines of their side, if you want to call them that, because I've heard that they've been pretty keen, and they've also got a nice little notepad next to them as well. So
Peter is known for his notepad player. I used to be in his team. We used to, or he used to sit behind Stu Wow back in the day of I-Series. And definitely made a whole bunch of notes. So we do know Peter is good with his notes. And oddly enough, it did actually help. So we'll see if it comes into play here. Maybe they know something that TCM don't know that they know, if you know what I mean. Jumping in with the scopes first round. Let's actually see what Minx is going to be doing for the Frag Master side. And let's see, is he going to be going for the scope jump? No, he's going for those rails. Got to be careful. Paradox can do that little quick scope. But Paradox has gone towards the B side. Smokes are up on mid. With that, Peter gets the first kill of this matchup, takes out Jermaine. Lubishmir's nade onto Vey, and there we go. Now the battlefield has quietened down, and now we just wait to see who's going to be getting the next one. Looks like there's a little bit of a prod here on the B side with Lubishmir. Peter holding A defensively, and both of these teams know how important this matchup really is to them. We do see Blazy moving towards his B entrance. Soaker takes on Hectic.
I don't think Blazy has any idea that Lubo is actually in the B shops at the moment, so it could be if he just spins around, then Blazy's probably going to go down. But they've finally found each other, and there's a bit of a contact going on. Froster and Paradox picking up a couple of frags for the TCM side, and that should realistically give them the advantage at the moment. But Minx is still on this B alley with the Deagle out. He knows there are two people just to his left. And here comes, well, the entire team for the TCM side now. Minx needs backup ASAP, but he's going to go down to Lubo's SMG, and now it is all on Peter. 3-on-1, gets a couple of tags off against his opponent, but Frost is going to bring him down. And that's a pretty decent first round for the TCM side. Yeah,
really. I mean, they're sort of waking up towards the later part of the round. Started off pretty well, though. And, I mean, the teamwork there, especially when you saw Blazy pushing the B shops, Froster coming in from behind, helping his teammates out. Going to be seeing Paradox. He's going for the jump. He's actually carrying bomb. Interesting one to see a scope take the bomb. Frost assaults over the nade onto Soaker. Peter fighting back there with nades of his own. Yet to see any gun conflict. Looks like we're going to have more or less a B side push. It seems that TCM are very spread out across the map. Just going for those picks at the start. What is Minx up to, though? Where is he watching? He's actually just sitting in tight right now. He's below that scope jump. He might meet up with Paradox in a second. I think he actually hit someone with his grenade there before it exploded. Tries to get out the way. That little ledge just catches him and holds him back. And now Frag Masters not in that much of a good position.
No, you could say that. I mean, the TCM side seem to really be enjoying working this B site at the moment. I mean, we saw last round when they all three of them pushed around from the B shops, but Peter has just put the bomb down outside Underlook, which is going to give him a massive advantage because all three of the TCM players are all locked up in the same area at that B site. But as you were just saying just then, the teamwork, especially from TCM, I was watching them earlier, and every time they had a 2-on-1, they nailed it. Absolutely every single time. All, the entire 2 or 3 of them, they would all move in the same place, looking from different angles, and they would not getting caught out once. So it's going to be pretty difficult for Peter to hold this off, I think, if they manage to get in good enough positions. But Vey, as we were saying earlier, picking up 2 people, and it's now all on Froster. Take it away, Menace.
Now, I mean, 10 seconds left on the clock. There's really not much he can do here. He's got to try and get that bomb, but even if he does, Peter's just going to run away, and there's no way he'll be able to pick up this next frag. Froster running, hoping for something. The time is so close. Unfortunately not. Looks like the bed is going to save Peter's ass, and that's going to put them 1-1 at the moment. Froster on 4 frags, though. And there's the Hectic, Blazy, and Minska yet to get frags, and really on a map like Strike, Minska needs to be getting frags, especially with scope.
Well, I think with a team like TCM, I think they'll, even if they haven't completely anti-stratted him as as an individual because he's the scope, their smokes and nades will be so perfect. Oh, Jermaine going down to a really great shot there from Minx, and as soon as we're saying he needs to get frags, I mean he just nails him. Absolutely class shot.
Comes up to call really, but now this is one of those things. As much as TCM loves spreading out across the map, they're pretty much split 2-2 at the moment. And Minska on a roll here, takes out Froster. Lubishmir tries to push forward into the B shops. Soka's on his case though. Hectic the last one, and that's going to be it. Vey's going to shut him down. Frag Masters pulling into the lead here. Might be a round, but it's a round nonetheless. Hectic struggling to get off the blocks though.
That was a really, really good round actually from Frag Masters. And I mean, as soon as Jermaine went down to Minx's scope, it was as if, their main source of communication just died out. So maybe, maybe if you do take out Jermaine in the really early stages of the round, you're going to have a much, much greater chance of winning the round. And I mean, look at this. The Frag Masters side are just coming into their own now. I mean, this 5 versus 2. Jermaine and Hectic left alive. Bomb is just outside the calf, and he knows he's got people either side of him, which is why he's going to retreat out to the back of the calf, get towards the underlook area, and they try and help his teammate out. He seems to be surrounded by everybody. He does so. Nice deagle shot onto Blazy there, but the bomb's going to be dropped again outside underlook. And Jermaine and Hectic are both going to go down in the space of a couple of seconds.
It really is actually looking good for Frag Masters here in the early rounds. Don't want to take too much from it, but I mean, they are holding strong. TCM trying to do a pretty fast A push there and go completely shut down those set nades from Frag Masters, just diminishing their numbers very quickly. And now we have got a little bit of a fast push here from Blazy. Can he do much with it? Once again, TCM opting to split up and try and see where they can get those picks. Player has snuck into mid, and Blazy has spotted it very close there. But the problem of being in a position like this, he only has plants around him, so he can't really move all too much. Dodges that nade. Wow.
That must have been a Jermaine nade there, that's all I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, he was in a position to do it. Definitely was. So TCM down to 3 members. They're all still relatively towards their spawn side. Not really moving out too far. And that might come back to get them.
Whoever that is at B-Link there, I'm not sure if he's just been spotted, but he's going to be really, really crucial to this round, I think. I mean, Jermaine's just walked past him, and now he knows that Jermaine's behind him, where he should do. And now Jermaine obviously has seen him, but, well, unlucky there. If he managed to take down Jermaine there, that would have been a really nice round, really nice finish from Soka.
Now, the one big problem for Jermaine right now is the bomb is on the other side of the map. And to try and run through 3-4 TCM members, I can tell you now, is not the easiest obstacle course to go through. Gets a couple of tags out onto Blazy. He's got a player right above him. That clock is ticking away, and with only 20 seconds left, I'm going to say it's near impossible for him to be able to pull off this round. And Minska drawing his attention away. A couple of shots ringing off behind him. Will he be shut down in the back? Yes, Minska lands that shot. Frag Masters is going into a 3-round lead. And it really looks like Frag Masters now to play this one. Pizza with that AK. Phenomenal stuff. 8-3-1 for him. And it just looks like there's no stopping these guys right now.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying earlier, I mean, Minxa wasn't getting any frags in the first round. TCM didn't seem to pick it up really easily, but now he's actually starting to get a couple of frags on the board, whether it's early frags, or frags in the middle of the round. But I mean, I think Frag Masters just starting to wake up now. I think they've after that first round they got their stuff together, and now they're really picking up the play.
Definitely starting to look good for them. You can see Jermaine thinking away there, keeping his eyes trained on his monitor as he does sit in this overlook area. He's got a very big area to watch. He needs to keep his eyes peeled. It looks like he's feeling a little bit unsafe right now. Thinks there's one below him. There is one in Cafe, so he's got the right mind to think so. But now it's whether he can actually close off this frag. Is it Soka just around this corner? Slowly creeping in. And really looks like he wants to move in here. There's one just off to his right, and things are getting a little bit tense. Where is Minska? He's sitting towards the double palm area. Vey takes out Jermaine. Paradox getting heavily tagged up in A here as well. Vey turns around, grabs himself another one. Minska onto Labishmir, and now it's all down to Froster. And he is really not in a good position. Behind a car, it's going to blow up. 5-1 the scoreline. Frag Masters just wow right now.
Yeah, well, I was definitely not expecting them to go 5-1 up. I mean, I know they're on the defense, but still, I expect the TCM to do a bit better than they're doing. I mean, they're not doing bad, but,
well,
I mean, Frag Masters are just closing the round off far too easily, you know,
it seems
against
like,
a team like TCM. You know, they shouldn't be able to just do this as well as they've been able to do it, you know?
They're getting themselves in good positions around the map. I mean, they're all pushing out Cafe. It's great tactics. It's just not working against Frag Masters. Once again, down to Jermaine. All that weight on his shoulders to maybe grab a second round for them. And just, wow, it looks like this long-standingness of Frag Masters just coming through. Jermaine grabs himself a frag, but then a timeout is called. Oh.
Yeah, I think Jermaine knows exactly why he's doing that.
It looks
I
like
mean,
that, yeah.
the FM guys are just on an absolute roll at the moment. They need to stop some kind of momentum. So, I mean, that'll obviously be the reason why he's called a timeout. And also, I mean, it's as if Frag Masters know everything that they're going to do. I mean, the last 2 rounds, we've seen them just, you know, like you just said, it's down to Jermaine again. He's always the last man standing because everybody else is just dying straight away. You know, whether it's Vey or Peter with the AK, I mean, they've both been playing really, really well early on. So it's going to be pretty difficult to keep it up, I think, for the entire game. But, I mean, they're doing a pretty good job so far.
Frag Masters have been practicing rather hard for this event. We can really start showing through. They are actually, I believe, the previous winners. Or was that Lanimals that took it? I'm not sure. I know they were top 2. I'll put it that way. But yeah, so I mean, they have got a little bit of history here. They have played here before, and it seems that Peter's feeling very comfortable. He's got more than double anyone else to score on the TCM side. And now the one thing is, I mean, we always try and predict what TCM are going to be saying to their teammates, but right about now, it's pretty much just pull it together. It just seems to crumble when it comes to, you know, to go time.
Well, yeah, I know. It's like, like you just said then, what are they going to be saying? I mean, I don't think they'll be saying that much, to be completely honest. I think they'll just be, you know, using this to, I mean, you know, obviously a couple of them aren't hitting their shots. So, I mean, they'll just be running around the warm-up, having a bit of an aim off, if you like. I mean, even if it's just a couple of team kills, just, you know, making sure they're all up to scratch with their mouse movements. But I'm surprised they need to do it, because, I mean, I think that they've already played 2 games, am I right? 2 games.
Yeah, they have.
So, I mean, they should really, you know, realistically be warmed up, but I suppose maybe they haven't played, you know, 2 sides that are even close to the level of skill that Frag Masters are at. So, I mean, maybe it's just a bit of a shock, you know, the shock of the system.
They're really not expecting the defense they're getting. As you can see, that is Blaze's second cousin removed twice on his mother's side. Unfortunately, Blaze could not make it, and they found a quick replacement for him this morning. So, whatever you think that is unfortunately not Blaze. Tech9, we are still in doubt about whether Blaze actually exists. But holding on to this matchup, we still have 3 players to wait. At the moment, we're not actually sure if it's technical time, but either way, there is only another 2 more minutes left on the clock. So, and welcome back, guys. We'll be jumping right back into this matchup. Seems that they have fixed all the problems, or the tactical problems that they were having before. And once again, jumping back into this matchup, it is myself, Menace, and Ozo next to me. And we're casting Frag Masters versus TCM. It is the first map, and Frag Masters, despite what people are saying, are currently 6-1 up over TCM. And at the moment, it doesn't look all so good for TCM. But fight they shall, and here we shall carry on seeing how the fight unfolds.
Yeah, I think what TCM really need to do is just slow their play down a bit. I mean, we've seen them, they tried to rush through the CAF the last 2 rounds pretty quickly. Yeah, even if it wasn't even that fast, they tried to go a bit too fast, if you like. And I mean, Vey and Peter just absolutely pummeled them as they come out. So, I mean, maybe they just got to slow their play down a bit and do like they were doing in the very first round, where they all crowded around B and top flower and they just picked off everybody they saw. But at the moment, Soka seems to be doing all the damage he can possibly do by taking down 2 of the TCM members, and he knows that there's a 3rd one around him. He's got the bomb inside top flower and somehow hits that shot completely unscoped and just hit every single bullet as he tracked Froster out the window. And once again, Jermaine is the last man standing, and Soka somehow manages to pick him up.
4-man there from Soka, actually really bringing his score up, nearly tying with Peter at this moment. Really strong play there from him, but I mean, in a situation like that, I mean, he saw the bomb was there. A lot of people would have opted to just sit back. And You know, but I mean, when you're 6-1 up over TCM, you're like, hell, why not?
Oh, exactly. They've got so
Why
much
not?
confidence at the moment. I mean, you can see, I mean, look at Blazy now, or, you know, he's just absolutely flying out to the top. He's almost at this spawn street. So, I mean, you know, it just shows exactly how confident they are at the moment. I mean, they're 7-1 up on defense, which is, you know, especially against TCM, very, very, very good. So,
and it's one of those things. I mean, these players all definitely have the skill to compete at this level, but it's all just about, you know, coming up against TCM. The lower teams will be like, oh my word, it's TCM, freak out. And Frag Masters really like, hey, we got a couple of rounds, we can do this, and they're just starting to relax and playing like themselves. And you can just see Blazy taking those opportunities. TCM looking a little bit stronger this round, and it does look like they're actually getting the bomb down. Wow, Jermaine trying to fight it up against Blazy, but getting heavily tagged up. He's being surrounded, 2 players around him. Flash goes out, does get taken down by Peter in the end, and now Vay moving in. And it does look like he spotted a frag himself. He notices a player in the lower A side. Blazy takes out Paradox. Vay takes the fight to Froster, but Froster comes out on top. 1 versus 2. Froster is heavily tagged up. Are they going to go for the straight defuse? How's Peter going to take this one? Is it going to be like the shield? And he does take out Froster. And that is going to be that's going to be Frag Masters taking another round, coming back from that. That was phenomenal play by Frag Masters. I think just the massive smile there on Vay's face. So happy with that round.
if there's anybody you want on your team for a confident showing, I mean, it's definitely got to be Vay. We were watching the Reason guys yesterday, and I mean, you could hear him above every single CS player out there. He's just brilliant, especially, I mean, when you're playing well. So, I mean,
now these tactical nades coming out from TCM. 2 players drop to them, and Jermaine grabs a frag onto Peter. Soka, the only one to reply back so far for that Frag Master side, but it looks like TCM have invaded that A bomb site, and they should be able to get this bomb down. Paradox is watching up, making sure no nades are coming in from above. It doesn't look like Frag Masters have got the numbers for that, and Soka takes out Hectic. If Frag Masters pull this one back, it is going to be absolutely scandalous. But with TCM sitting in so disciplined, I don't think that Frag Masters really have the chance right now.
well, I don't know about that. I mean, they managed to take. It was 5-on-2 originally, and I mean, they've done the hardest part. They could definitely pull this off. I mean, they've got really good cover here. Vay's taking down Paradox, and it's now all on Jermaine yet again. And I think Frag Masters is just about to pull this off, but Vay has not gone for the full defuse, but he's managed to get a stunning headshot frag off onto Jermaine there. And I mean, well, there's not a lot you can say there. What can you do when, you know, 5 versus 2, they somehow frag 3 people just entering the bomb site, and then, I mean,
yeah,
I would never have. I mean, I would have always bet my money on Jermaine to have been sitting at the bins and easily pull that round off. I mean, I'm quite surprised that he didn't, if I'm completely honest.
If you told me, too, that Paradox had 3 frags in 10 rounds, I would have told you you were lying. But it is actually true. It seems like Paradox is having a little bit of trouble with the scope action. Minsk, on the other hand, having loads of fun, having a field day with the TCM players, dropping them left, right, and center. And at the moment, Frag Masters really are just having fun with this game. It is currently a 5-on-1, and there's really no way that Paradox is going to pull this one off. 10-1 at the half. Or, sorry, 10-1 with 1 more round to go till the half. I mean, it is just really amazing stuff coming out from Frag Masters, really showing their true colors right now. And no doubt, everyone that's a Frag Master supporter is going to be up in arms with excitement right now.
No, I'm pretty surprised. I mean, to be completely honest, I'm surprised that TCM have won a round just watching how Frag Masters are playing. I mean, they're playing so much better. I mean, the main thing has got to be confidence. Like we were saying earlier, they're just running around the map and hitting every single shot. And I mean, Paradox has been down so many times, and he's done nothing with the scope. And that's the last thing you would expect to be happening. So let's see if they can pull another 2 versus 4 off. And they've already started pretty well. Soka opening things up, but Jermaine's managed to shut him down nice and early, and it's all going to be on Minxer. 1 versus 3, attacking this A-bomb site. We've got 1 man behind taps and 1 player sitting on that A-bomb. He's going to try and take out the guy on the bomb, but he's not having too much luck there. There's the 3rd player of TCM is going to come and shoot him in the back, so I don't think he's going to pull this one off, and it was Jermaine. And it is going to be an extremely tough task for TCM to come back into this one, really, isn't it?
10-2 half, I'm pretty sure most people would be happy with that in the medium skill games, but in something like this, I would never have called it a 10-2. I would have said like 6-6, 7-5, 8-4 was a push, but 10-2, really blowing everyone right out the water right now. Let's see if Frag Masters can continue their rampage at the moment. Can be taken away with the scopes. This is with Paradox this time. And see what he's doing. That unskinned R700 in all of its black shininess, looking so good right now. It's going to be jumping up onto that wall, finds a gap in the smoke, and this could be really dangerous for for Frag Masters. But it seems like they haven't crossed the street yet. And a split and pig has also rather formed. They've got two players coming off to the left-hand side onto the B bomb. And we do see Peter and Soka both grabbing frags, put themselves in the man count lead. One man up right now. Lavishmere looking a little bit edgy as he's on his own in A. And I'm pretty sure any person that's played SMG on strike really knows that on your own in this position is not good.
It can be, you can have a pretty torrid time of it sometimes. I mean, just looking at the radar at the moment, he's got 4 people who are definitely going to, or at least the minimum of 3 who are going to be attacking this site right now. There's already one just in front of him. Somehow he can't see him. But, I mean, he's heard the second. So, I mean, it's not going to be too bad. He has got a teammate backing him up from the spawn house, and that's Paradox with the scope. So the guy from the CAF shouldn't really be able to get out. So, Lubo should be... Oh, I did not see that coming.
Sat down, really. Not even Paradox was expecting a shot like that to hit. And we do see Lavishmere now on his own. Jermaine takes out Soka, but it's 3-on-1. As Jermaine now needs to try and fight back, take out Vey, Minkska, and Blazy. And 3-on-1 by any means is going to be difficult, but a 3-on-1 versus such a fired-up Frag Masters side right now is going to be even more so. And Blazy takes out Jermaine, and we'll be seeing 11-2. And this one is really one for the record books right now. I mean, Paradox 3 for 12. That is just so unlike him. And maybe it's just a weird playstyle. Maybe it's something different. Maybe Frag Masters had saved this from their tactic books, you know, until the day that they really needed something special to come out against the team. Because, I mean, it's not like I can find something too special about their play. It's literally just that, you know, that they're sitting 4 guys towards the front of A, now they go 1 covering each direction that they could have players coming from. Lavishmere onto Minkska, though. And look, Vey instantly falling back, making sure the cafe is covered. Going to go meet up with his teammate, Blazy, who is in that A site. And it just looks like they're just so, you know, in sync with each other right now. Oh, with Paradox dropping an A there onto Blazy. And this means that TCM actually have that man advantage. But now with an SMG and an AK left, and it's not going to be so easy. Jermaine takes out Vey. Hectic to close it off down to Soka. 11-3 is the scoreline. But, I mean, a comeback at this point in the game?
I wouldn't like to say I wouldn't like to say I'm writing them off, but
they are TCM.
It's TCM. I mean, if I'm completely honest. Oh, that's more like it. Paradox hitting those wall bangs exactly as we should be expecting. Froster with the second, and maybe, I know it's a bit early to call it, but maybe they're just waking up. I mean, they finally get in some form of opening frags, and I mean, you know. Maybe we're going to see one of the more great comebacks of the LAN.
We have seen an 11-1 on City Streets before. I believe it was an I-Series in 11-1 that turned into a 13-11. So comebacks at this point in the game aren't impossible, but I mean, I don't think Frag Masters are just going to let us slip through that fingers that easily. And TCM are really going to have to work hard for this one. You see a 2-on-4 right now as Vey alongside Soka trying to fight it out. At the moment, Vey just trying to get into that A-bomb, so that has made some noise. Paradox peeks out with that Deagle, being a little bit more opportunistic, poking his head out a bit, moving around a little bit more freely, and we do see him try to push out this cafe side. Not going to happen. 11-4 is the scoreline. 4 players left standing from TCM, though, and that is, you know, that's a dominant way to finish off the round.
Well, yeah, I mean, TCM, like I just said, they're probably just waking up. I mean, they finally realised what FM are doing, Frag Masters are doing. I mean, I don't think Frag Masters have changed anything really since they've started playing on attack. Vey with a little cheeky grenade onto Lavishmere here, and as I say that, FM are finally attacking this B site. So let's see if the TCM guys are going to be ready for this. I mean, every single Frag Masters player, or well, 4 of them actually, and 1 of them is left in mid shops, I think, are all around this B entrance now. The smoke's going to go up. Blazy's going to check B shops, and I think he's going to come into a bit of contact in there, but. Maybe not. Peter runs into this B site now. There's a man just to his left behind the bins. Or down B alley. Let's see if he can actually find him. Yes, he can. Hectic goes down, and now it's 5 versus 2 in favour of Frag Masters. Jermaine left at this back of the B site, takes down one with a really great headshot onto Vayde, spots the other one just by Stevie's wall, and manages to frag him as well. It's now a 2 versus 2. Minksa goes down as well, and it's all left on Soka. Froster and Jermaine have done a fantastic job of pulling this back for the TCM side, and let's see if Soka can somehow regain Frag Masters' confidence with winning this round for them.
But I mean, going from a 5-on-2 to a 2-on-1, I mean, that was really just Frag Masters letting it slip that round. Soka now taking the spots where Jermaine had killed pretty much all of his teammates. Fakes that bomb. Jermaine's having none of it, though.
Jermaine is not moving.
He is not budging at all. Although Soka coming around the corner, Jermaine just slightly pulled away from that bomb side. Soka now has 2 options. He knows he's either going to be in mid or from that B entrance. Time is running out low. Where is Froster? Froster's running into B. Ali's made loads of noise. Soka squeezes away, and if Soka is allowed to get into that flowers area, it's going to be game, but Soka brings it back. Winning a round that was 5-2, and they should have had from the start way easier. Let me just say they made a meal of that one in the end.
Oh, yeah.
Like a full course meal with like 2 desserts and a cup of coffee with some whiskey in it.
Well, I mean, Froster and Jermaine to lose that round after pulling it back at the end, I'm pretty surprised. I mean, I was saying it, I'm pretty sure I was saying at the start of the game, every 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 I've seen of them just to close the round off, they've been spot on. But this game, they've not had it. You know, I mean, that's a perfect example of it. Right there, Froster was far too far away for Jermaine to do anything about it. Jermaine completely lost sight of him because he was allowed to run up to the top of spawn house up the stairs, because Froster realistically should have been watching down B alley because he knew he didn't have enough time. And so we're going to have to see if TCM can somehow win the next, what is it?
8 rounds.
8 rounds.
Yeah. It's really not looking so good. Vay getting a little bit tanked up. His little quarrel going here towards back of Cafe. Lubberschmier having terrible registration on his weapon there. Misses pretty much everything. Hectic now on his own. He knows there's a player nearby him and he's watching those stairs like a hawk. Unfortunately, it's not going to come to an avail as he does fly out towards double palm. Peter going to shut him down, and they're going to have a 13-4 win on the first map. Second map being Crossfire. But wow, guys, that was the first map done. Really phenomenal stuff there from Frag Masters to pull it out for a 13-4 lead. Should be some good stuff. Looks like they're going to have a little bit break. We're going to be doing the exact same. So, guys, stick around. More action from Quad V as we go on to map 2 right here at Utoxeter Race Course. The Call of Duty 4 Thermaltake eSports Challenge, or sorry, tournament. And, yeah, stick around. More action from Quad V. See you soon.